You came back after you've been there for 4 or 5 years as IRS, went over to WCW, you came back as VK Wall Street, a play off of the Michael Wall Street character. Did you think you were going to do something a little closer to IRS, or did you know that maybe they couldn't do that because they were at war with WWF at the time?
Yeah, nothing was for sure there, and that's why I ended up going to Japan, because right away they weren't going to do anything with me. So they booked me on a tour in Japan, and I kind of knew Masao Hattori from my days at Syracuse, because he used to work for a guy that was involved with the Matman's Club, New York Athletic Club.
Okay.
So we used to go wrestling like the AAU Nationals and stuff, and so I knew Hattori from there. And once I got there and I looked at the situation with WCW, and pretty much figured out they weren't going to do too much with me coming off my run as IRS. So I talked to Hattori and said, "Hey man, how many weeks a year can I get over here?" And he goes, "How many do you want?" And I said, "Well, I want enough to not work at WCW," even though that I worked for the WCW, and it worked out where I did. I was doing like 20 weeks a year and involved in the NWO, and we were doing great business because things were selling out in Japan. So it worked out to be a good run, and not even working at WCW, so to speak. So
yeah, and at that time, the NWO was just as big in Japan as it was in America. For some points, maybe even bigger.
Well, they were, supposedly, I understood that New Japan was paying WCW like $1 million a year to use that logo in Japan, and they were doing great business because Chono was like the ringleader of that, and then you had Muda's guys on the other side. And we did. Every place we went was sold out.